and welcome to another episode of Pages and Pages. Today, I wanted to tell you about how my life has been one giant conspiracy related to the author, poet, playwright person, T.S. Eliot. So we're going to tell you a little bit about T.S. Eliot, and then I'll tell you why my life's been leading up to one point. It's a conspiracy. T.S. Eliot is a poet, author, playwright person, literary critiquer. Some people love him, some people hate him. You can't unread him. T.S. Eliot was born in 1888. He was an active writer from about 1900 to maybe 1960, and he wrote a lot of poetry and a lot of plays and a lot of really interesting work. It's become known as like metaphysical symbolistic poetry or something like that, and it's really interesting to get into and kind of vague and everything poetry is supposed to be. I didn't know the word metaphysical when my life was changed by this person. I was a small child, actually. When I was a really little girl, I would go over to my friend's house and the five of us would all watch the musical Cats. Because when you're 5 years old, all you want to really be in life is a dancing cat. Actually, that might still be true. And it was beautiful. And I loved it. And then I grew up a little bit. In high school, I got super involved in musical theater and show choir and did a bunch of theater relating things, you know, the theater. So I learned a lot about Andrew Lloyd Webber, loved Phantom of the Opera, never performed Cats, but, you know, it was always a secret wish of mine. In college, there was a rumor circulating that if you read a T.S. Eliot poem with a significant other person, you would end up married. Where this rumor started, I have no idea, but it's actually come true twice that I know of, so be careful. So my roommates and I would read T.S. Eliot poems just for fun. And laugh about people who thought they might be secret love potions. When I went to England, there was a group of us who would all read poetry together, and one of those poets that we especially concentrated on was T.S. Eliot. And to commemorate that beautiful time where we would read together and discuss what was actually happening in the poems and what all the symbolism was about, I got this lovely book out of the labyrinth of a used bookstore in a tiny town in England. It's not much to look at, but this book changed my life. Having grown slowly into an affinity for metaphysical poetry, rereading this book one day, remembering all of the good times I had in England, remembering all of the silliness of college, and then I saw it. Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. I didn't believe cat poetry was a thing, but it is. And there's a lot of it, and T.S. Eliot isn't the only one who's written cat poetry. I mean, it shouldn't be surprising there are so many cat videos on the internet. But, hear me out here. I was just casually reading through this, enjoying the lofty metaphysics of it all, and all of a sudden, I was reading the lyrics to the Cats musical. In that moment, everything became clear. My heart broke a little bit. I cried. Because I realized my whole life had been leading up until this very moment. I just had to tell you that. I don't know why. I just thought it was something you should know about me.